Welcome back to the channel where small coins turn into massive fortunes. Today, we're diving into one of the most unbelievable discoveries in coin history, the top 4 United Kingdom 1 penny, a tiny, dirty coin that could make you a millionaire overnight. Let's get started. First up, in the 1937 United Kingdom 1 penny coin is one of those rare treasures that can transform an ordinary moment into an extraordinary one. This isn't just a coin. It's a piece of history, a relic that has the power to turn a forgotten artifact into a millionaire's ticket. Even in dirty, circulated condition, this penny has captured the attention of collectors worldwide for its mystery, beauty, and astronomical value in today's coin market. The 1937 penny tells a story that goes far beyond its copper sheen. Struck during the reign of King George VI, it was a coin that marked the beginning of a new royal era in Britain. The obverse side of this coin proudly bears the portrait of King George VI, beautifully engraved with classical realism. On the reverse, the majestic image of Britannia stands strong, holding her trident and shield, a symbol of the United Kingdom's maritime power and endurance. But what truly sets this coin apart isn't just its design or history. It's the unimaginable rarity and value it holds today. Now, you might be wondering, how can a coin that looks old, tarnished, and dirty be worth so much? The answer lies in its scarcity and the story behind its creation. The 1937 1 penny was never meant to be common. It was produced in limited quantities as part of a proof set, designed for collectors rather than circulation. Over the decades, many of these coins were lost, melted, or damaged, leaving only a handful in existence today. Even those that survived in poor or dirty condition are now considered treasures of staggering value, fetching sums that can rival luxury cars or even houses. The 1937 penny is how its value continues to soar in the global market. In pristine proof condition, some examples have sold for thousands upon thousands of dollars. But here's where it gets exciting. Collectors are now hunting for these coins in any state. Even dirty, corroded, or circulated examples are drawing fierce bidding wars online. Why? Because authenticity and historical connection mean more to collectors than shine. The dirt, in fact, tells its own story. It proves the coin's age, its journey, and its place in history. The 1937 could now be worth a small fortune. But that's the beauty of numismatics, the science and passion of collecting coins. The 1937 penny represents the perfect blend of rarity, demand, and historical significance. Its market value in US dollars today can easily reach into the tens of thousands, and in rare cases, collectors have offered sums that exceed $100,000 for special variants or coins with unique minting characteristics. Yes, a single penny from 1937 could indeed make you a millionaire if you hold the right one. This coin isn't just rare, it's shrouded in legend. Some numismatists refer to it as the bicentennial ghost coin, not because of any official celebration, but because of its mysterious reappearances in private auctions. Every few years, one of these 1937 pennies resurfaces, often in unexpected places, estate sales, old family collections, or forgotten boxes in the attic. Each time, it ignites a frenzy among collectors, driving its price higher and higher, as if the coin itself carries a curse or a blessing of fortune waiting to be unleashed. Even more fascinating is how the condition of the coin doesn't always determine its worth. Some of the most expensive 1937 pennies sold have been in what experts call dirty condition, coins that were never cleaned or polished, with visible oxidation and surface wear. Cleaning, in fact, can decrease a coin's value by removing its original patina. So, if you find one that looks grimy or aged, don't rush to scrub it shiny. That dirt could be the very key to its million-dollar authenticity and its deep connection to the year it was struck. The market for British coins has exploded in recent years, driven by passionate collectors from the United States, Europe, and Asia. Investors are pouring money into rare UK coins like never before, and the 1937 penny sits at the center of this gold rush. Auction houses have reported record-breaking bids for coins from this era, and even major numismatic museums are competing to secure original specimens. Every time a new one is discovered, it sends shockwaves through the collector community, reigniting the belief that there may still be undiscovered fortunes hiding in old piggy banks. So, How does one identify the true 1937 penny that could change your life? Start by examining the coin closely. Look for the portrait of King George VI facing left, with the Latin inscription Georgievs 6D, G, BR, OMN, Rex F laughing face, IND, IMP. The reverse should show Britannia seated, with her shield and trident, and the date, 1937, beneath her. If the coin appears unusually thick, with crisp details, or seems to have a slightly proof-like surface even under dirt, you might just have a treasure in your hands. In today's active coin market, collectors aren't just buying coins, they're investing in pieces of history. The 1937 penny stands as a perfect example of how value transcends material. Its copper composition might seem ordinary, but its legacy is priceless. These coins represent craftsmanship from a time when the British Empire was still influential across continents. Holding one is like holding a silent witness to an era of transformation, from royal succession to industrial power, a reminder of how small artifacts can tell grand story. If you think this is just collector's hype, consider this. Certain variations and error strikes of the 1937 penny have fetched eye-watering sums at auction. Misstruck examples, or coins struck with slight die differences, are considered one-of-a-kind. Experts have reported single coins selling for as much as $250,000 when certified by top grading agencies. It's these anomalies that make the 1937 penny not just rare, but legendary in the world of numismatics. The phrase, dirty money, takes on a whole new meaning when you're talking about the 1937 penny. That grime, that old residue, it's part of its charm. Every speck of dust is a chapter of history, and every imperfection is a signature of authenticity. It's not just an artifact, it's a time capsule, linking the modern world to a royal past. The more natural and untouched your coin appears, the more collectors will crave it. In this world, the dirtiest penny could be the most priceless one of all. People all around the world are now turning their attention to forgotten collections, attic boxes, and jars of old British coins. The thrill of discovering a 1937 penny has become a global treasure hunt. Every time someone uncovers one of these, it's a reminder that fortune doesn't always come in glittering gold. It can also come disguised in aged copper. If you've got old UK coins lying around, take a closer look. You could be sitting on wealth that could change your life overnight. The 1937 one-penny coin represents more than money. It represents the dream that something ordinary can become extraordinary. It proves that history rewards those who pay attention, that the overlooked can hold the greatest value. In a world obsessed with modern wealth, this humble copper coin stands as a symbol that true treasure often lies where you least expect it. Collectors know this secret well, and they're willing to pay fortunes to own a piece of it. So before you spend that old penny, pause for a moment. Look at it carefully. That small, dirty coin could be the key to unimaginable wealth. It could be your golden ticket to fortune, fame, and a story you'll tell for generations. The 1937 United Kingdom one penny is not just a piece of metal. It's a masterpiece of history and destiny combined. Check your drawers, your piggy banks, and your forgotten coin stashes, because the next coin you find might just be your gateway to becoming the next overnight millionaire. Next up to in the year 1945. At first glance, it seems worthless, just another piece of copper from a bygone era. But what if I told you that this ordinary-looking coin could be worth a fortune, enough to change your life overnight? Yes, the 1945 United Kingdom one penny is not just a coin. It's a hidden treasure, a numismatic legend, and possibly your ticket to unimaginable wealth. The 1945 penny is one of those rare coins that can make even the most experienced collector's hearts skip a beat. Minted during the final year of World War II, this coin carries not only historical weight, but also extreme rarity. Very few of these coins were produced for circulation, and even fewer have survived in any condition. Because of that, even a dirty, worn example can be worth an astonishing amount in today's active collector market. To understand the magic behind this coin, let's travel back in time. The year was 1945, the end of World War II. Britain was rebuilding, industries were shifting, and minting priorities were changing rapidly. The Royal Mint, at that time, produced far fewer coins than in previous years, focusing more on war-related metals and materials. This limited mintage has made the 1945 penny one of the rarest coins of its generation. What makes this coin even more fascinating is its mysterious survival story. Many of the 1945 pennies were never officially released into general circulation, with most melted down for metal recovery. The few that did survive, often hidden away in old coin collections, piggy banks, or forgotten storage boxes, became priceless pieces of British history. When one appears at an auction, collectors rush to bid, knowing they may never see another like it. In dirty or uncleaned condition, these coins might look insignificant, but looks can be deceiving. Serious collectors and numismatists value originality above all else. A coin that has retained its natural patina, even if tarnished or dirty, is often worth more than one that has been cleaned. That's right. The dirt, the tone, the natural wear tell a story, and that story adds value. Your dirty 1945 penny could easily be a hidden millionaire. The 1945 penny is iconic. On the obverse, you'll find the powerful image of King George VI, facing left, surrounded by the Latin inscription Georgiv 6d, G, Br, OMN, Rex F laughing face, IND, MP. The reverse shows the seated Britannia, holding a trident and shield, symbolizing Britain's naval power and imperial pride. Together, these details make it a symbol of British resilience and craftsmanship during one of the most challenging periods in modern history. The 1945 penny apart is its extreme rarity in authentic, circulated form. Only a few specimens are known to exist today, making them some of the most sought-after coins in the UK. When one shows up in auctions, the value skyrockets, sometimes reaching prices beyond a collector's wildest imagination. Reports suggest that pristine or even dirty but original versions of this coin have fetched sums well into the hundreds of thousands, even millions, depending on condition and provenance. The allure of this coin goes beyond money. It's about history, rarity, and mystery. Owning a 1945 one-penny coin means owning a piece of Britain's wartime legacy, a tangible link to the era when the nation stood firm against global adversity. Every scratch, every mark, and every trace of grime tells the story of endurance, sacrifice, and national pride. In recent years, the coin market has seen a massive surge in interest, especially for British coins from the wartime and post-war periods. Collectors across the globe, especially from the United States, Canada, and Australia, are actively hunting for rare UK coins. The 1945 penny, being one of the rarest, has become a centerpiece in this global treasure hunt. Demand continues to grow, and with it, the price climbs higher with every passing year. The 1945 penny in poor or dirty condition can shock experts with its auction performance. Some of these coins have sold for staggering amounts when authenticated by reputable grading companies. In today's collector market, authenticity and originality are king, and if your coin meets those standards, it could be a life-changing discovery. Imagine turning an old coin worth one penny into a small fortune. It sounds unbelievable, but it's absolutely real. Collectors are fascinated by the story behind this coin. Many speculate that only a handful of genuine 1945 pennies were struck for testing or internal mint purposes, which explains their almost mythical rarity. These test strike coins, once considered insignificant, are now considered masterpieces of numismatic art, treasures hiding in plain sight, waiting for discovery. The 1945 penny depends on several factors: condition, authenticity, and provenance. However, even the dirtiest coin with genuine features can be valued in the thousands, sometimes even hundreds of thousands, when authenticated. That's why collectors and treasure hunters across the world are scouring old boxes, inherited collections, and forgotten piggy banks, hoping to find one of these elusive pennies. So, if you have any old UK coins lying around, don't ignore them. That seemingly worthless 1945 penny sitting in a jar could be your golden ticket. Before you think of spending or discarding it, get it checked by a professional numismatist or a coin grading service. You might be sitting on something that could make you a millionaire overnight, something that's not just metal, but history in your hands. The 1945 penny continues to rise as more collectors realize its rarity. With time, fewer of these coins will remain in private hands, making each one even more desirable. As coin collecting evolves into a form of art investment, the 1945 penny has secured its place among the crown jewels of British numismatics, one of those coins that define an entire generation of collectors. So take a moment, go through your old drawers, your family coin box, or that dusty piggy bank from childhood. You might be holding not just an old copper coin, but a piece of fortune. The 1945 United Kingdom 1 penny is a living legend, a coin that proves that sometimes the dirtiest treasures hide the brightest value. Because in the world of rare coins, even a small piece of metal can turn into a lifetime of wealth. Coins, turning an ordinary day into a life-changing one. These moments fuel the excitement and mystery surrounding the coin world. Imagine the thrill of discovering that what you thought was just an old, grimy piece of copper is actually worth a fortune in today's collector market. That's the magic of numismatics, where history, art, and fortune collide in the palm of your hand, transforming forgotten relics into symbols of unimaginable wealth and destiny. The 1945 United Kingdom 1 penny remains a coin shrouded in wonder and opportunity. Whether it's covered in dust, tarnished with age, or buried deep within an old collection, its value doesn't fade, it only grows. So, before you dismiss those old British coins as junk, take a closer look. Because hidden among them might be one of the rarest and most valuable coins ever minted. A single penny that could rewrite your financial future and make you part of one of the most extraordinary coin stories in history. The 1945 penny is far more than a monetary object. It's a witness to a defining moment in world history. Minted in the shadow of a global war, each surviving coin carries echoes of resilience, sacrifice, and victory. Its mere existence reminds us of how rare beauty can emerge even in the darkest times. That's why, when a 1945 penny surfaces, it's treated not just as currency, but as a tangible piece of Britain's heroic past, a relic that bridges the gap between history and fortune. The 1945 penny, handle it with care and respect. What may seem like a corroded piece of copper could very well be a treasure worth millions. An artifact that connects you to a time long gone, yet still alive in the collector's imagination. Keep your eyes open, your hands steady, and your hopes high, because the next coin you uncover might just be the one that changes your life forever. Next up in the 1939 United Kingdom 1 penny coin that could make you a millionaire overnight. Imagine finding a small, dirty coin buried deep inside an old box, forgotten for decades, covered in dust and tarnish. You pick it up, brush it off slightly, and realize it's a 1939 United Kingdom 1 penny coin. At first glance, it looks ordinary, but what if I told you that this little piece of metal could be worth millions of dollars today? Yes, you heard that right. This tiny, time-worn coin could change your life overnight and make you a billionaire in today's booming collector's market. The 1939 UK 1 penny coin holds a mysterious and powerful place in British numismatic history. Minted during a time of great global tension, just as World War II began, its production numbers were extremely limited. Many of these coins never even reached circulation. Those that did survive tell stories of an era defined by struggle, change, and resilience. Today, collectors from all corners of the world are willing to pay unimaginable amounts for this rare and historically significant coin. The 1939 issue is particularly elusive. During that year, the Royal Mint prepared only a handful of specimens as part of a transition toward wartime coinage. Many were melted down to save metal for the war effort, and only a few escaped destruction. Those few remaining are now considered priceless treasures in the world of coin collecting. Even a dirty one, corroded by time, can fetch extraordinary sums because of its sheer rarity. Now, what makes this coin so special? It features the portrait of King George VI on the obverse, designed by Thomas Humphrey Paget, a name well known among collectors. On the reverse, the iconic image of Britannia sits proudly with her shield and trident, symbolizing Britain's enduring strength. But what truly sets the 1939 penny apart is its combination of historical timing, limited mintage, and the intense demand from collectors who crave coins from the dawn of World War II. The 1939 pennies have sold for eye-popping amounts at auctions. In pristine condition, they've reached values well beyond $100,000, and even those with visible wear or dirt can still command tens of thousands. It's not the shine or sparkle that matters. It's the story behind the coin. The dirt, the patina, the age, all add character and authenticity, turning what looks like an ordinary penny into a priceless relic from history. The 1939 penny has skyrocketed because of its combination of scarcity and intrigue. Unlike mass-produced coins from later years, this particular issue was never widely distributed. It's said that fewer than 10 examples exist in collector hands today, with rumors that several remain lost in private collections or buried beneath old estates. Finding one could mean instant fortune, and that's why treasure hunters, metal detectorists, and collectors are always on the 1939 penny found in dirty or corroded condition can still fetch unbelievable amounts simply because of its date and authenticity. The grime of decades may actually enhance its appeal, proving its genuine age. So before you toss aside that pile of old coins, take a closer look. What might appear worthless could actually be a ticket to unimaginable wealth. What's truly fascinating about this coin is its transformation from pocket change to priceless treasure. Once used to buy simple goods like bread or newspapers, today it's considered an elite collectible that can fund houses, cars, or even entire businesses. Its journey from everyday currency to a multi-million-dollar artifact captures the imagination of collectors and historians alike. Each 1939 penny is a tangible piece of British history, and a powerful symbol of how fortune can hide in the most unexpected places. Imagine the thrill of discovering one in your own collection. Maybe it's hidden in your grandparents' old coin jar, or perhaps sitting unnoticed in your piggy bank. Every year, stories emerge of people uncovering rare coins in their homes that end up selling for astronomical sums. The 1939 penny is one of those dream discoveries, the kind that can change your life in an instant. One moment, you're holding what looks like a dirty coin. The next, you're holding a piece of history worth more than gold. Collectors are drawn not only to the value, but also to the historical depth behind this coin. The year 1939 marked a turning point for the United Kingdom, a nation stepping into the turmoil of war, facing uncertainty, and standing resilient. The penny from that year carries that emotional weight, representing a time of sacrifice and strength. Owning one is like owning a fragment of Britain's wartime legacy, frozen forever in bronze. Experts say that these coins often appear in unexpected places. Some have been found at estate sales, antique shops, or even at the bottom of old drawers during house cleanouts. Because the coin's design is so similar to other years, it's easy to overlook. But true collectors know that the 1939 date, if genuine, transforms the coin from ordinary to extraordinary. That's why every coin enthusiast checks carefully, because that one elusive penny could mean the difference between a hobby and a fortune. Market demand for rare UK pennies has exploded in recent years. As global interest in historical coins grows, values continue to soar. American, European, and Asian collectors are all competing to secure rare British specimens. And the 1939 penny stands at the center of this frenzy. It's not just a collector's item. It's a statement of history, rarity, and prestige. Owning one sets you apart among the elite of numismatics. Even digital auction platforms have seen record-breaking sales for this coin. Bidding wars often erupt, with collectors battling fiercely for the chance to own it. Prices rise minute by minute, and when the hammer finally falls, the amounts are staggering. A single 1939 penny can bring in more than luxury cars, gold bars, or even prime real estate. That's why experts often call it the coin that can change your destiny. So, if you're someone who has old coins lying around, it's time to check them. Look through those dusty jars, forgotten piggy banks, or inherited collections. You might just be sitting on a hidden treasure worth millions. Don't underestimate the power of old coins, especially those from the pre-war years. History, rarity, and value all converge in the 1939 one penny, making it one of the most captivating finds in the world of numismatics. The 1939 United Kingdom one penny coin isn't just metal. It's a time capsule of history, wealth, and mystery. In dirty condition or mint state, its allure is undeniable. So before you spend that old coin or overlook what's sitting in your drawer, take a closer look. It might be your golden ticket. Because sometimes, the greatest treasures aren't found in banks or safes. They're hiding right in your own home, waiting for the moment to change your fort. The 1939 penny, even more fascinating, is how it continues to rise in value year after year. As the number of known examples remains tiny and demand keeps soaring, each sale sets a new benchmark in the coin market. Collectors see this penny as an investment that transcends time, a piece that blends art, history, and wealth into one powerful symbol. Experts predict that as interest in vintage British coins grows, the 1939 penny could soon become one of the most sought-after collectibles in the world, surpassing even some gold sovereigns in total. So, the next time you come across an old coin that looks dull or dirty, don't rush to clean it or toss it aside. That very layer of age and grime might be hiding a fortune. The 1939 United Kingdom 1 penny is living proof that sometimes the greatest treasures come disguised as the most ordinary things. It's a reminder that history is not just found in museums. It can be hiding in your home, your attic, or even your pocket. Check your coins carefully, because your next discovery might just make you the next millionaire in the fascinating world of rare coin collecting. Next up, in the 1946 United Kingdom 1 penny coin, even in dirty condition, could turn out to be one of the most valuable coins you'll ever come across. This isn't just an ordinary piece of metal. It's a piece of history, a potential key to unimaginable wealth hiding right under your nose. The 1946 UK 1 penny coin carries the legacy of a post-war Britain, a time when the world was still recovering from the turmoil of World War II. Minted under the reign of King George VI, these coins were struck in bronze, bearing his portrait on one side and the classic seated Britannia on the other. But while millions were minted, only a few survived in certain rare variations, and those few are now among the most sought-after treasures in the numismatic world. The 1946 penny that has unique characteristics, minting errors, or historical anomalies. Some of these coins, struck under unusual conditions, feature minute differences invisible to the untrained eye, a slightly misaligned strike, a missing detail, or an off-center die. These imperfections are what make them worth a fortune. What may look like dirt or tarnish could actually be the mask of a millionaire-maker coin waiting to be discovered. In today's market, coin values are soaring beyond expectations. The demand for rare UK pennies, especially those from the mid-1940s, has exploded. As more collectors and investors enter the scene, the 1946 penny has transformed from a humble piece of bronze into a symbol of luck and prosperity. Some examples, depending on condition, provenance, and rarity, have been valued at tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. And that's just the beginning for truly unique specimens. 1946 penny isn't just its age or design, but its story. Imagine owning a coin that circulated during a time when Britain was rebuilding its identity, when the world was shifting from war to peace. Each mark, each scratch, each smudge of dirt tells a tale of history, resilience, and change. It's not just a collectible, it's a living memory cast in metal. That's what makes collectors willing to pay astonishing prices for it. The obverse of this coin features the dignified profile of King George VI, crafted by sculptor Thomas Humphrey Paget. His initials, HP, rest subtly beneath the neck of the king's portrait, a signature mark of craftsmanship. The reverse displays the proud Britannia, holding her trident and shield, symbolizing the enduring strength and spirit of the British Empire. While every penny shares this design, it's the year 1946 and the mysteries within its minting that makes it stand out in the collector's market. The 1946 pennies were struck with leftover materials or old dies, leading to minor variations that the Royal Mint never intended to release. These accidental creations are what collectors dream about. A small imperfection on your coin, perhaps a double strike, a die crack, or even a slightly warped rim, could skyrocket its value from a few dollars to tens of thousands in an instant. In fact, recent auctions have stunned experts. Some dirty, worn-out coins that most people would overlook have fetched staggering prices. Why? Because collectors know that even coins in less than perfect condition can hold incredible rarity. A 1946 penny that shows a rare die flaw or unusual toning can still command life-changing sums. It's not always about shine. It's about scarcity, story, and surprise. So, The next time you stumble across an old box of coins or decide to dig through your piggy bank, pay close attention to those one-penny pieces. Look for the 1946 date. Even if it's covered in grime, don't clean it. Leave it as is. The dirt can often protect the original surface, and collectors prefer authenticity over artificial shine. You could be holding onto a time capsule worth more than gold. Many people make the mistake of spending or trading away coins that could have changed their financial destiny. That old penny you dismiss as pocket change might be the very coin that could pay off your debts, buy you a dream home, or fund your future. In today's coin market, one good find can transform your entire life overnight. That's why it's essential to stay curious and never underestimate the power of an old coin. The global fascination with rare UK coins continues to grow, especially among young collectors and investors looking for tangible assets. As paper money fluctuates and inflation rises, tangible collectibles like coins have become modern treasures of stability and wealth. The 1946 penny is no longer just a relic. It's a potential fortune, an object of passion, and a gateway to the thrilling world of numismatics. Let's not forget, the beauty of this coin lies in its humble beginnings. Once used to buy candy or newspapers, it now stands as a symbol of luck, patience, and historical worth. Every time you hold a 1946 penny, you're holding a silent witness to history, a coin that once jingled in the pockets of post-war citizens rebuilding their world. Its value today isn't just monetary, it's deeply emotional and historical. Experts suggest that dirty coins, especially those untouched for decades, are often in better collectible condition than those that have been cleaned or polished. So, if you come across a 1946 penny that looks old and grimy, resist the urge to wash it. That dirty coin might be your golden ticket. The more original the surface, the higher its appeal among serious collectors who crave authenticity over appearance. In the ever-evolving coin market, prices can skyrocket overnight. As awareness spreads and fewer genuine examples remain in circulation, the 1946 penny's value continues to climb. Rare varieties have already broken records at auctions, and experts predict their worth could multiply in the coming years. The message is clear: hold on to your old UK coins, because what seems ordinary today might become legendary tomorrow. So, before you toss away that old coin jar or spend that mysterious penny, take a closer look. The 1946 United Kingdom one-penny coin could be your hidden fortune, a treasure disguised in dirt, waiting for discovery. It's not just metal. It's a piece of magic from the past that can change your future. Check your drawers, your pockets, your attic, because that one little coin could make you the next overnight millionaire in the world of rare coins. As unbelievable as it sounds, stories of ordinary people finding life-changing coins are becoming more common. From families discovering forgotten collections in old boxes to treasure hunters spotting rare pennies at flea markets, the legend of the 1946 UK penny continues to grow. Some of these finds have fetched jaw-dropping amounts at auctions, turning casual hobbyists into overnight millionaires. Every coin tells its own story, and yours could be the next one to make headlines if you happen to uncover one of these rare gems hidden among your change. So, don't underestimate the power of curiosity. Take a moment today to explore your old piggy banks, search through drawers, or check that jar of coins collecting dust in your home. The 1946 one penny might look old, dirty, and worthless at first glance, but beneath that layer of age could lie a fortune waiting to be discovered. Remember, treasures often come disguised in the most ordinary forms. Your next glance at a coin could very well be the moment your destiny changes forever. Grows each year. Many of these coins were melted down or lost over time, making surviving examples incredibly scarce. Collectors from all over the world are now paying top dollar for even the most worn or dirty pieces, as long as they bear authentic mint characteristics. The fewer coins that remain, the higher their value climbs, and those who recognize their worth early stand to gain the most. It's a race against time to find one before they completely. The 1946 United Kingdom one penny is a piece of history you can actually hold in your hand. It reminds us that fortune doesn't always come wrapped in gold or diamonds. Sometimes, it hides beneath layers of dust and age. Keep your eyes open, because that humble, dirty penny could be your passport to unimaginable wealth and a story you'll be telling for the rest of your life.